Yo guys, what is up? Welcome back to some more 0 Hour. Welcome back to some more Generals Online. And today with an epic battle for rank number 1, pretty much. Tumstep against Marakar in a 1v1 best of 13 challenge. Now the reason for today's challenge is because even though it is very, very early, World Series 2026 has been announced for October 26th. A really great guy called Phoenix will be hosting it over on the Game Replays website, and that is the reason this set got announced, pretty much. So I'm going to show you over on Game Replays. So I know it's very, very early. We're still in March, and we're talking about October 2026. But since it's the biggest tournament that probably ever will be, we say this every year. I think last year was over 25,000 prize money, wasn't it? This year is probably also going to be very, very big. So with that, it gets announced very, very early. So World Series 2026 announcement. Phoenix is your man. We've got a nice little banner and things going on. October 26th. It's highly likely going to be on Generals Online this time, this year, which is absolutely amazing. The first World Series that will be done in 60 hertz. Mismatches will be a thing of the past. And connection issues, all that kind of stuff will be a thing of the past. So it should be the best and highest quality tournament going. And also maybe now this committee has been formed. I don't know if you've seen the results for that or not, if you've been following on Game Replays. But I did make part of the committee. People like Xcal, Marakar, Zezon, Stubax or Stubyax, however you're supposed to say his name, Stubjax, part of it as well. Who else is part of it? Well, this committee's been formed. And yeah, bugs may be getting fixed over the next coming months as well. So without a doubt, it's going to be the best World Series there is seen. There's different ways to donate here. If you donate more than $300 to the prize pool, if you're one of those crazy people to donate so much money, then you need to contact Antipro. You can contact him on Discord there. But keep your eyes peeled for what formats, maps, qualifications, sponsors, and things like that. My advice to you, if you want to prepare for the World Series, is get on Generals Online. Well, at least get the game. If you're just a viewer and you actually want to take part, get the game, get it through Steam, get the Generals Online patch from playgenerals.online, and then start spamming the 1v1 quick match. Start with just a couple of maps, maybe like Tournament Desert, Vendetta, Snowy Drought, one of these. Spam it over and over again and play random until you get pretty good and improve your elo score, and then venture out and start doing some of the other maps. But basically, yeah, that's it. That's all of it for now. Obviously, it's not all the details of the World Series 2026 because we are very, very early. But I did want to show you all of that. Right, let me type the password. Okay, the password to the team. Okay, guys, we've got the password. Also, are we going to do that new map today? Are we doing the new tiny map to start? Okay, so we've got a new map called At Arm's Length, where both of the players' CCs start very, very close together. It is a new concept. And it might not be mega popular, but it is worth trying. Got to find the map now. Let's get it. Okay. Arm's length. Does Marakar have this? Mara, you have this map. How the hell does he have it? Why is there a load of money spawning off the map there? What the hell is that about? So yeah, this is a brand new concept. At arm's length means very, very close to your opponent. I have a feeling it won't be popular. That's my feeling. But I kind of do also partly hope I'm wrong, because this is someone's vision. Someone has sponsored this map and came up with the idea of this map and the concept. And there's actually going to be a more extreme version of this map as well. Interesting. Oh, I'm going to control delete that. I hate the screen. There should be a way to bypass that, you know, rather than waiting the the full 2 minutes. It's rare, actually, for that to fail like that. Okay, I've just sent them the map anyway. Also, we're looking out for a guy in the chat who wrote something in a recent live stream. If there's a guy in the chat called Maddie, M-A-H-D-I, Maddie Z5F9W. Yeah, he recently wrote something in another live stream chat. I don't know which one. But if he's here and listening to this, if you can contact either me, Excal or Marakar on Discord, either any of the Discord channels, that would be nice. If he is here, we will see.
Welcome to Generals Online.
Yeah, this at arm's length is going to be controversial. I don't know why all that money's spawning over there. Who the fuck is Prime? Who the fuck is... How's he guessed the password? Accept an invite so you can see me in the lobby. Then how can I undercover quick match if I accept you? Okay, and now... Okay, we're just going to get the armies. Yeah, this... You spawn very, very close together. The money... The terrain and the textures and stuff are very similar to Vendetta, courtesy of the map maker. That's what he wanted. The bases spawn very, very close together. The idea is to encourage instant confrontation. So you're literally immediately about to do a battle. My feeling is that it will result in games that last... Are they just playing? Are they just playing? I thought we were doing some in-out action. Yeah, my feeling is that it will result in a very, obviously very quick rush, and the game will be decided in 2 minutes. That's my feeling. But I might be wrong. Also, to prevent the players from running to the sides and just like not doing an instant confrontation, then the money generally hovers around the middle. So you literally have to fight. You literally have to fight. I just think it will result in very short games. But yeah, there's going to be another one as well called Total Confrontation. He wants it. It could be like a sudden death map or something. I don't know, but it's only going to be this one game here. Okay, so brand new map at arm's length, up in the north position. The Cyan trying to tank. This is OOE Marakar. In what will be an instant confrontation against the south player, the green, trying to infantry. This is Tumstep. So yeah, you won't be waiting very long for both players to start going at it here. So yeah, the description or the requirements for the map were similar to Vendetta, like desert style. So you'll see that's what we've got. I think we've even got some of the... Do you have them buildings? I can't remember. It's similar to Vendetta, isn't it? Similar feel. Very, very high quality map. Nice little texture where the CCs spawn. Same economy as like Vendetta. And what else was the requirements? Yeah, not loads of money out towards the edges. So players can't just run to the edges. You have to fight instantaneously. A Wild Dark Nine has spawned in the chat. He's been AWOL on Arc Raiders for weeks. He appears as soon as the 0 hour stream, though. Strange that. Okay, so we have a bit of a troop crawler problem for Tumstep. He's going to need probably a flamer. I don't think he necessarily thought about a red guard push here. Those is actually going to do a bit of a crush. Tumstep has migrated out. So the players are gravitating out and not necessarily fighting for this middle spot. It's quite an interesting one so far. Usually you would say this is imbalanced, with the infantry being far stronger than tank. But how does that work out for you when they spawn very, very close? Does that change the balance in any way? When a flamer can get up front, personal in your base. That's nice micro there from Tumstep. Kind of, until he control fired his own unit. But now he's got a flamer issue in his base. Marakar is playing like a beast lately. He really is. This map was created by Adrian. In my opinion, he might be the #1 map maker in the world. It's between him and Newgate. I actually think it probably is Adrian. But, oh my god, he's won it already, GG. Well played there to Marakar. Yeah, it's made by Adrian. In my opinion, there's two world-class map makers. They are Newgate and Adrian. There's other good map makers, but like you ask Adrian to make you a damn map and he'll just do it. Like he knows all the code and all the difficult stuff. I think he even knows how to like program the tidal wave from the campaign, for example. If you want something complicated, if you want a beautiful high quality map, apart from this money off the screen, not sure what's quite going on there. I'm used to cheeses on quick match. Don't worry, Marakar says. Yeah, but you can still pay attention to them. The trash talk has begun. Excal says, yeah, I like the idea. Opposite to everything else at the minute. Something created outside the box. Yeah, I agree. Everything at the minute. You're this person. You can do nothing with that. Bit of animosity here between the players. Didn't really expect. Yeah, the maps at the minute tend to be going a little bit ridiculous. Like, I think like the Oil Rampages, Arctic Arena, Blue Hole, I think that's the extreme of what 1v1 maps can become with the size and with the amount of money and stuff. I think once you start making them 50% bigger than that, I think and the base is just spawning way, way, way across the map. Yeah, I just think it's getting too much, and some of these 1v1 maps now are actually better for 2v2 and 3v3. They're decent maps, but they're just too big. They can be better for team games. That's the reality. So yeah, I agree with Excal. It goes totally in the opposite direction. It makes the map smaller, makes it more claustrophobic. The bad thing is, I suppose, for viewers and for streamers, the games might be over in just a couple of minutes. But, I mean, sometimes you might like that. Cassettes nowadays are going for 3 or 4 hours. I mean, especially if I'm involved. Best of 27. Players win 50 cents. Xcal knows all too much about this one. Domi, how to deal with a flamer in your base. Do you want me to tell you how to deal with a flamer in your base? Don't let the flamer get in your base. How to deal with a flamer in your base. Don't let it get in your base. Kill it before it gets in your base. Yeah, I think a China infantry bunker is super, super powerful. You get the free mines. It's basically the strongest defense in the game. It builds instantaneously. Well, a couple of seconds, doesn't it? You can load it with infantry. It can be anti-air, anti-tank, can be anti-everything. So, yeah, dropping down a bunker like that in the start, not such a bad idea. Marakar's also gone 1 supply. It feels more like a, like the official maps. You know, like where you would have like 1 supply, 1 to fight over. It's very, very low eco. Basically forces you to go for no eco. Yeah, we're looking for a guy in the chat called Maddie Z5F9W. Just because he wrote something recently on another live stream chat. And, yeah, if he can message even me, Marakar or Xcal on Discord would be good. Wow. GG, yeah, I mean, 2 and 3 minutes. It was infantry v tank. It is one of the matchups, even on normal maps, that can go very, very quick. How would a GLA mirror go, for example, or a USA GLA? It might go much, much longer. I feel like a whole set probably needs to be played on that map to properly test it. But either way, Marakar takes the lead 2-0. All right, I need to see what's going to be on next on the list. Okay. What's the next map? All right, we have this Arabia. This is also a new map, but it's not one of these new instant confrontation type games. I think I've heard a few people recommending this one. Yeah, this might be a bit of an interesting one to give Tumstep a bit of a confidence boost. He's 2-0 down very, very quickly. I think Tumstep's GLA is very, very good. I think Marakar did win the China v GLA tournament, though, didn't he? Did he beat Xcal in the final? That was the tournament where you played like all kinds of Chinas against all kinds of GLAs, was it? Tumstep, shall I go to War Factories? Marakar, yes. There was a period of time where Marakar was doing this weird thing as China. He was going 1 airfield with a few MiGs without the upgrade, and then he was going for oils with the Red Guard to capture obviously to capture the oils. And I just thought, if Marakar keeps doing that, then an easy... I think he might be doing it. An easy counter for that would actually be doing double war factory, because you just like spam a few technicals in the beginning, you send them to all of the oils, you deny all of the red guards with ease, and then just waypoint them to the airfield and just kill the MiGs while they're on the ground. And meanwhile, once you've spammed like 4 technicals, let's say, or 5 technicals, then you could just like waypoint a few Scorpions and quads to the enemy base, and Marakar would just be dead. Marakar seemed to think there was an answer to that. I don't know if I agree. However, we're going to see here the standard build order against Marakar's. I'm assuming he's going... No, actually, he might be going for Gatliks. It might be Gatliks, actually. Because he's not got even a MiG yet. Okay, it's not a Gatliks, it's actually a Bunkerlix. Yeah, maybe Marakar decided against the MiG thing. I don't know if that's a worker in there or not. I would like it if there was a worker dropped off over here somewhere. Technical is here. Helix is already out and loaded. This technical coming in for Tumstep. What's he going to try to find? Gets a few runovers. This one is a speaker tower licks. Tumstep is inside this house. There is a second arms dealer going up. A bit of a funky position. Gets a tunnel kill. That dozer is endangered. This technical has run into some power. The mines of the power. I think Marakar is doing this often, by the way. Mining his power, and then I think he builds like buildings off of it, like a kind of spider web thing. So if he keeps doing that, then obviously don't go near the power. Maybe you want to avoid it for a bit. You can notice patterns in players, things they're doing. You can use that to help you win. Tumstep is playing maybe a little bit overly defensive. I suppose he is there, and he is getting one tunnel there. But if that one gets denied now, he's not on very much map control. Oh, there we go. Okay, that was really good. New Year's Eve, is he saying? Oh, bye. Wow, what's going on here? Is it really that bad between these two players? I didn't even realize. You know what I have noticed? A few people acting like idiots on the quick match. Like Diamond, for example. Saying words like easy. I don't know what it is that people are doing this. Like there was a quick match day like a few weeks ago. I beat Diamond quite easily one game, and in the next game he beat me. Can't remember the armies or whatever. And obviously he was happy that he beat me the second time. So he just felt the need to type easy, even though I'd said nothing. Yeah, I don't know why people like to do this. Anyway, this quad push from Tumstep is quite injured, but he has got the kill on the supply, or the cancellation of a supply. Marakar has managed to get this oil. Oil capture coming in the middle there from Tumstep. Yeah, Tumstep maybe doesn't want to say too much because he's the Tox here. He's meant to win. He is meant to win. This is a new map, by the way, called Arabia. Yeah, it would be a bit embarrassing if he's typing things like buy and then he ends up losing. It might not happen. It does look like he is ahead here. We've still got the black oil thing going on. Some tech buildings just tend to go black nowadays. I hope that's being looked into. I'm going to get another screenshot of it and see if I remember to post it. Nice little game replays topic. Yeah, started 15 minutes ago and already 2-0. Yeah, if you rewind it and see the style of the map, you will understand why. Okay, Tumstep grabs another oil. Maybe that could be a stinger, you know, rather than an extra tunnel. Random quad here sent to its death. More XP there for Marakar. Let's make that thing a bit bigger, by the way. Yeah, the thing with Tox is that your quads are not that strong like against flamers and like Gatling cannons, like mass gat outposts and stuff like that. And they're also a bit more expensive for Tox at 750 each. Obviously, later game, and if you were like stealth, for example, they're $700. And if you get to the later game, you get AP bullets. And when you get a massive load of them, it doesn't even matter that he's got flamers or one gap, for example. But when you've got like little bunches like that, if those helixes turned and engaged that like right then when they were all bunched up, maybe you could have got them with the flame wall there. It's just a bit risky. You risk your quad count getting reset. But there are quite a lot of quads out now all over the place. Little bunches here and there. Yeah, the problem with those quads now, they're quite stuck on Flame Mountain here. And we're not talking about Fargo. We're talking about Marakar trapping these quads. There's quite a nice little trap going on there. Yeah, especially with the black napalm, the quads do get shredded. Here come the elixirs on top of the quads. More and more quads are popping. I think the elixirs are going to fall. They are falling like flies. He did kill a lot of quads. And you do have to take risks like that as the China. You have to try and keep the quad count down. Let's say he won that engagement and kept one helix alive. I would say it's worth it as long as you're clearing tunnels, clearing land, clearing the quads. Because you don't want to lose too much map control to the Tox. If you let him grab that, for example, and put a load of stingers, put a load of stingers, and he's winning this area too, then you run the risk of just being totally surrounded. And whilst the black napalm might be quite good against quads, or you might win little engagements here and there, ultimately you're completely then surrounded. So I do feel like the Tox has got a huge advantage here. We have some napalm MiGs now ready from Marakar, but they are flying all over the quads. It's falling apart a little bit for Marakar here. He's trying to make something happen, but it's not going to do. There's more quads coming in now from the top. When you have enough quads, yeah, especially when you get some veterans, so you can just come in, but... yeah, quite a GLA map, I would say. Maybe the China needs to rethink the strat. 2-1 is the score. But Tumstep will now also need to win with the China, which I think is going to be a very tough task indeed. Yeah, in case you missed the start of it, start of this stream, the reason for this challenge today is the announcement of the World Series 2026. So there's a link in the description if you want to check it out. The World Series will take place in October 2026, with the qualification month being the month before, so in September. Yeah, my advice would be to spam the quick match as much as possible between now and then if you want to take part. The quick match ladder functionality will probably form a major part of being able to qualify. Down in the bottom left, we have the China in the green. This is Tumstep. And all the way in the top right, we have the Cyanogile Tox. This is OE Marakar. Let's see what the China is going to be able to get done, if anything. You could open 3 supplies here and just kind of ignore the oils, but there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 oils, so maybe the best strategy is to go for the oils, but he's doing a fake supply there. This indicates a double helix rush straight across the map, trying to catch Marakar off guard. But will it work? Will it work? Will Marakar even be waypoint scouting the China there with his barracks? He might be. I think he does waypoint scout. So what this is a double helix. So one of them will be 100% a bunker lix. Now the other one could be a Gatlix or it could be a speaker tower lix. My preference probably would be to go for the Gatling cannon lix, because that's like more aggressive, can help kill quads, especially if they get stopped inside of the war factory, for example. And it is an all-in. You need to take a risk. You need to take a gamble. You're taking one anyway. Oh, he's seen that that's a fake. He's selected it. And he's going straight across the map. Marakar is now making a quad, and he has a stinger and another tunnel going up. This helix rush is not going to work, I'm afraid. Once that stinger gets up, it becomes insanely difficult. Is it going to be a Gatlix on this one? No, wait. Oh, it's a bunker lix and a speaker tower. Okay. Not so sure. Not so sure. First tunnel will go down, but there are 2 quads out. The trucks at the back are being killed. RPGs have popped. The helixes are taking massive damage. I'd say nah. It's completely failed, really. That helix is almost dead. Yeah, you've got the speaker tower, but it's healing basically next to nothing. Marakar says that we're playing quick match. There's a tunnel building here. Tumstep has to go back. I don't know about this. He should have made it a Gatlix, and he should have charged in right on this position. Probably, I mean, 100% would have lost anyway, but he's lost now anyway because he's collecting on 1 truck. Marakar's on 3 supplies. Boyke says, do I want to do an AK set after this? No. Maybe tomorrow, another day, but not immediately after this. Nah. I have some stuff to do tonight. And because this is the best of 13, it's probably going to go along. Well, actually, is it? There's a load of quads marching across anyway. Nah, I think this map is just too long for the double helix rush. Yeah, it's a total failed strat. GG. Probably doesn't work on this map regardless because it's just too long. That's what we were saying in the beginning. Every map nowadays tends to be at least 400 miles from the opponent. Meaning rushes are a thing of the past. And in some ways that's good, because like a no eco from a laser versus a tank, for example, might be less effective. But in some ways it's bad, because then when you've got like tank v tox, for example, it just becomes more OP. Yeah, this map, in my opinion, is not that great. This is another one that basically prevents you from doing any kind of a rush. Because even if that land in the middle there was flat, which is not, it's a giant mountain. Even if it was flat, you'd still have to go for all these choke points, and rushing would be kind of hard. But it's not. It's actually a giant mountain in the middle there, and you have to go around the edges of this. And there's going to be a GLA mirror as well. So we'll see how long this lasts. Yeah, 3-1 so far would indicate a quick set, but this one game here has the potential to go the whole length of the stream so far. So 0 hours one of them games, isn't it? Highly dependent on the map and the matchup. And a GLA mirror on a gigantic map where a rush is impossible. Most signs here are pointing towards a longer game. Down in the bottom left of the green demolition, this is Tumstep. Sir 1535 says Domi has a date with Muff after this. Yeah, she's just in the shower at the minute. I'm gonna go and get her out after this. Up at the top right with the sign, Julie Tox. This is OE Marakar. With a minimum of 400 barracks. You fought his USA's triple barracks. Was on the extreme side. Well, welcome to the GLA mirror. 400 barracks. It's funny how the meta changes over the years. Imagine if you showed like someone from 20 years ago on Tournament Desert, like Apollo or someone like that who used to play he used to play Tournament Desert, GLA mirrors, where they would like rush out a palace and rush out like 1 or 2 buggies. That was basically one of the games I saw. And then imagine you showed him this. It would be like totally an alien concept. The thing is, Marakar's going to see that. Is he going to be able to deny it in time? And also, Marakar, when I've seen him play against this in the past, he quite knows that this could be a TNT. He thinks it can be a TNT when he sees an aggressive tunnel like that pretty quick. Marakar is the one coming in for a TNT, though. There is a technical out. Marakar's going to try to get in the box. TNT also from Tumstep. Bit of mutual assured destruction there. Ooh. Ooh. Got inside of the unwatertight box there. Is that a word? Unwatertight? I think it would be good for Tumstep to get in that, even if he just put his worker in there. Oh, I suppose it would get flushed out by this anyway, so it doesn't change that much. Yeah, that's the power of Tox, man. Those rebels clearing the buildings like that. Yeah, even if you did want to do some kind of a rush, I mean, I guess you can squeeze past them oils. I'm thinking like China v Tox, for example. You want to put a war factory there, do a bit of a trucker, send a flamer. Just becomes a bit more difficult. One tunnel up there blocks it all off. Pretty much would force the China to go air units. Again, though, let's say you converted this to a 2v2 map. Let's say you had one player spawn there and one player spawn there. I think it'd be actually a pretty cool 2v2 map. Nice hit on the explosive barrels. That tends to be a thing nowadays, doesn't it? A bit of a recurring theme now. The explosive barrels in the worker line. Bit of a death trap waiting to happen. Quite a lot of RPGs there from Tumstep. Is going to win this area. And Marakar only has one tunnel here so far. So if Tumstep can amass some kind of an army there and kick Marakar off that, he's actually in not a bad position. I just have a feeling that Marakar might be able to hold that. It's a nice little cute SimCity base going on here from Marakar. He's already got a bunch of Scorpions out. Dropping off a few RPGs here and there. He does get himself one Scorpion, but he's going to need a lot more. And now that the second tunnel is up, it's going to be a lot harder to kick Marakar off this. It's 2 arms dealers versus 2 arms dealers so far. I mean, especially if a third arms dealer gets dropped down. He needs a few more workers there, you know. He needs 3 more there. A few off that, maybe. And he needs a few more there as well. But yeah, Marakar already snowballing a little bit with these units. What is that there from Tumstep? Looks like a TNT. Ooh, one terrorist just gets almost 3 Scorpions. Actually does get 3 Scorpions in the end with the help of that tower. Yeah, it's Tumstep now only on 1 tunnel. That could quite easily get pushed now. Palace being built. It's a very claustrophobic base, isn't it? If it comes down to Scud Storm battle later on, it might backfire a little bit, that. Yeah, I don't think too good of a pop there. Well, actually, it was an alright pop, but eventually he's going to die to these RPGs, surely. Needs maybe 1 quad mixed in there. I think that could be kind of good. Actually, you know what? Tumstep's holding so far. He is holding. If he gets a few workers there. He's also building a palace like quite in a claustrophobic location in his base. Yeah, Tumstep miraculously has held. His economy is higher so far. Marakar's getting both foils here in the middle. Yeah, Tumstep is insistent on holding onto that position, and quite rightly so as well. Tumstep already collecting here. Marakar's catching up with the cash, but Tumstep's still leading. Some of that might be linked to the amount of workers they've got collecting in the bases. So that oil has been taken out. If Tumstep can get rid of that one as well, and then start dropping down some demo traps on the choke points, could be good. Refinery captured for Marakar up in the top left. On a map where you're spamming lots and lots of vehicles, that will add up. But there's Gamma Busters coming out now from Marakar. Yeah, Tumstep doing very well, all things considered, with the Scorpion battles. The problem's going to be when these Gamma Busters arrive even. Yeah, he might need buggies. Maybe demo bikes. Demo Rebel Ambush. Tumstep is level 3 now. CC's already being built. Got 1 buggy out. Got demo bikes out as well. Gamma Busters went microed though. Are pretty good against demo bikes. This all in the center area is being killed. But yeah, once the Gamma Busters come in, they just really do clear up. Marakar harassing the workers there with the Jean Miguel across the river. Scudstorm going up. I think Tumstep started very well, but I think Marakar is creeping ahead now. Marakar's just gained a load of land. His income is probably going to equalize or maybe even overtake very soon. He's got to mark it out and already started a Scudstorm, whereas Tumstep went for 2 markets and going for his CC. Oh, nice TNT there on the back oil. Marakar's got a bit of defense there. There's an angry mob here now for Marakar. Yeah, Tumstep's struggling a lot more now these battle busters have turned up. Dennis in the chat says, any idea what maps will make it into the World Series this year? Well, that's part of this set, by the way, is testing new maps to see if they're good enough to make it into the World Series. So, for example, let's say the crowd goes wild and everyone thinks this map is amazing and it results in some of the most epic games. And this map might very well make it into the World Series. Likewise with that first map, the close quarters combat kind of map. If you think that's amazing, maybe that's got a chance to get in. But yeah, also, all of these maps could totally fail. They could all receive negative feedback. And maybe everyone just wants to resort back to Snowy Drought, Vendetta, Dryland Desert, all the standard things. Unkillable worker there, still in the toxin puddle. Tumstep should have demo rebel ambush now, but it's only like 1 bus popping at a time. So Marakar probably has multiple inside of the tunnel. Marakar now building a CC, building his nervous good storm there at the top. Yeah, someone in the chat says most strange map. I don't think this is the most strange map. I think there's definitely weirder out there. That was the TNT there from Marakar. He's going for the oil there on the right, but was intercepted or stopped. Lucky7 says I should make a map for the World Series. If I made a map, I'd spend 10 minutes on it and it'd still end up being the best map in the entire World Series. Whoa, that's why we were waiting for Demorable Ambush. That's the main way to take out these battle busters. Well played there to Tumstep. He's still going to be massively behind with the demo Scudstorms. Lil Tutor doesn't want to hear the in-game music. It's the GLA music from the actual game, man. It's not my own music or anything. If I muted it, people will say, where's the music? And if I put the music on, we get people like Lil Tutor saying, turn off the music. You can never win. So, since it's the GLA music, we're going to leave it. But yeah, I suppose you're never really going to see a battle here in the middle. Even if you cleared the debris there, never really going to see too much of a battle. So the only battle you can see really is in the corners, like here and here. Rebel Ambush gets himself a few buggies. Yeah, that's why we do these challenges. To test which maps are good and which ones are bad. I'm not sure I too much like the positioning of that bunker, by the way it's like on that bridgey thing. I mean, maybe it works fine. I suppose that one is there too. Typically, you can't like go on this area though, I think. Maybe that's different on this map. I don't know who made this map. Probably says the credits on the in-game intro thing at the start. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-ish markets. 3 Scud Storms now for Tumstep. He's building another one there. It is going to turn into a massive Scud Storm fest. An extra palace going up. Another Scud Storm there. Tumstep making some good progress over here on the right side, pushing Marakar back. I definitely think some more demo traps, even after he scanned and killed him, could be good. Just dropping the odd one, because that can save your life against multiple battle buses. I would even maybe consider just doing one a little bit back. So if the gamma buses do come in and clear the first wave of defense, then there's still a chance they might get hit on the second. Because once they get in and they start wrecking, it's very, very problematic. Three Scud Storms against 3 Scud Storms. Marakar making a spare palace. He's building another Scud Storm. So's Tumstep. It's going to be 4 against 4 Scud Storms. But the demo ones are very powerful. This is a... oh, I was going to say a massive fail, but he got 2 buses. So there's a problem with demo bikes. Probably something that the committee will need to vote on. Where if the demo bike dies to toxin radiation, it doesn't do the secondary explosion. In my opinion, that's a bug and it needs to be fixed, and it will actually help balance the game because Tox is already stronger than Demo. I think Tox tunnels are already insanely strong pretty much against everything in the game. Against the Demo bike, I do think they should take damage even if the Toxin kills it. That's my opinion. It is ridiculous they can just die to toxin radiation and doesn't do that secondary explosion. But, well, the demolitions explosion that happens in every other situation. The Chile music in game has some copyrighted tracks, but I have stripped those out. And I only play the non-copyrighted stuff. I think there might be one China track that's copyrighted as well. If you want the non-copyrighted tracks, I've got an MP3 file for each faction with all the tracks removed that are copyrighted. USA, I think, is totally fine. I wonder if you kill that building. Oh! I missed the Scud Storm. That was Marakar's Scud. He's fired it over on the right. We need something in the game to tell you. Like, probably did tell me there. To say Scud Storm launched. I didn't hear the notification. Ooh, that was a good kill. That was a good kill. Only one battle burst, but either way, it was still a good kill. Yeah, the Scud Storm from Marakar is hit over there, and we've got a 4-second. Let's see if he says the timer now. Is he going to say Scud Storm launched? No, okay. All right, you hear the Scud Storm thing, but it doesn't say Scud Storm launched. Okay. You do hear the noise, okay. Tumstep, he's fired it over here. He should kill it. Yeah, down to the hole. Tumstep has now got Anthrax Bomb. He's under a lot of pressure here. Was a Jean Michel there somewhere, but he's turned blue now. Yeah, this is why the random demo traps are good. Okay, it got revealed that time, but yeah, random ones like that can be very, very good. Another Scud's going to fire in 8 seconds. Marakar making insane progress into the base here on the left. Okay, I did hear this one. It's just the first one I didn't hear. Maybe because it was on the other side of the map. It's going to be there. Tumstep just needs to hold, you know. He just needs to hold. Okay, he has got something inside his palace. Only like 2 RPGs, it looks like. He might even need to fire a Scud here to survive. Has he got another palace? Oh, yeah, he does have another palace. Okay. Oh, he's deleted that. Okay. I mean, if he can just hold and keep firing the Scud Storms, I do think maybe one here could save his life. Or at least on the production. He needs to somehow find some breathing room. Because this constant pressure here from Marakar is causing him problems. Yeah, Tumstep has now fired his Scud. Where's that going to be? It is on the main base. He's constantly going for the Scuds. Okay, he's literally trying to just completely out-Scud Storm Marakar. He's literally just wiping him out. To be honest, it's actually quite amazing. If he does this, it really is amazing. I do think some random demo traps still over here could be amazing. Couple demo traps here as well. He's got the cash for it. It's just the micro time. Yeah, I think I just missed the first Scud. Then yeah, maybe it does give the notification. I think because I was on this side of the map, like the Scud Storm sound would have spawned from over here, wouldn't it? Marakar's on the going to be on 1 Scud. Tumstep doing very, very well. There we go. Launched the Scud. Yeah, he's literally just hitting the Scuds. Over and over again, resetting them. And it is causing some collateral damage as well. And Tumstep's getting the bounty money for that too. So he's probably getting like 10 or 20% of the value of all of the stuff that he kills. That's pretty nice there from Tumstep. Oh. Didn't quite kill it. He does have all the upgrades as well. Interesting it didn't kill it. Very strange. Tumstep has picked off the Battle Busters. And then you would imagine... Oh. Demo trap maybe in the wrong place there next to the Scud Storm. Yeah, you would imagine that the angry mobs and the scorpions are much, much easier to pick off. It's the school busters, what am I calling them? The battle busters, they're harder to stop. Ranger ZH in the chat says battle for rank 3 or 4. Nah, you're totally wrong. Since Marakar has beaten Excal in the last set, and I think the set previous, and spamming like crazy, Marakar is number 1 at the minute. So if Tumstep takes him down, does that not make Tumstep number 1 at the minute? I don't agree it's battle for rank 3 or 4. At the worst, it's 2 or 3. But 3 or 4, I would like you to explain your judgment. Who is rank 1 and 2 then? It doesn't make any sense. Okay, another Scud, so I'm going to fire in 10 seconds, and then 50 seconds after that will be another one. They're both coming from Tumstep. And then after that, there'll be another 40 seconds-ish, and then a few more minutes, there'll be more. So Marakar is taking a beating from the Scud Storms at the minute. Yeah, I agree. It was a bit weird that Sneak Attack didn't die with the pretty much full tunnel of buggies, and they were fully upgraded as well. It did look a bit weird, to be honest. I don't know if some of the damage was being done to the ground or if there's like a bridge under the terrain or something. But usually you would expect a sneak to die like that. Unless some of the buggies weren't firing because they were bunched up or something. Angry mobs, scorpions. Anthrax bomb in the back. I do like these buildings here, like these two, for example. Another Scud Storm here from Tumstep. He is doing very, very well here as the demo. Got to remember, his Scuds are insanely strong because he's a demolition general. Marakar opened the sneak attack. See, that one died to like 5 buggies and a couple of quads. That one is gone. It's very, very impressive what Tumstep has done here. The holding of that position. Whilst also just hitting the Scuds across the map was very, very nice. That sneak attack has completely been stopped, though. I probably wouldn't have even popped anything from there. I don't know if... Yeah, he probably just intended to suicide the units and damage that. Another Scud Storm has been fired. Oh, it is going to be there as well. That's decent, you know, because he's getting multiple Scorpions. Getting a bit... He's got the Palace, got a Black Market. That is a very, very decent Scud Storm. Another Scud Storm has been fired by Tumstep.
That was a lot of work.
It'll just be that one now targeted. Marakar really is throwing everything into the aggression. I thought he might do it, but Tumstep's defense has been exceptional. Marakar's now on no Scud Storms. GG from Marakar. Who would have thought that? Like the Tox against Demo. Very, very hard to win there as the Demo. Especially when them Gamma Busters started coming out and just chewing through the Scorpions and pushing Tumstep back. That was very, very impressive. So there might be a bit of animosity. Tumstep might not be the most likable character sometimes when there's a bit of flaming back and forth and whatever. But you got to give it to him. That was some exceptional demolition play. That was decent. But now he'll play with a Tox. Will he be able to win with the Tox as well? Mamo in the chat says that sneak was invincible until the sneak was ready to evac. Ah, okay. Well, there we go then. Yeah, okay, so if the sneak just spawns... if the sneak just spawns... So is that normal then? Is a sneak attack always invincible? Because Mama wrote that sneak was invincible until the sneak was ready to evac. But is that normal? Is it always invincible until it's ready to evac? I think it is, but I'm questioning myself now. Usually sneaks are able to be stopped before they've popped. Ranger says, yes, Marakar beat Excal in the challenge. It doesn't mean anything. Doesn't mean anything. Okay. Okay. All right. If look at history, Vivid beat Excal many challenges 7-3, 7-6, but 1 month later, Excal beat Vivid in World Series 22-23. All right, so if that Marakar beat Excal in the last 2 challenges, so you're saying he's not rank 1 at the minute? We're doing at the minute, not in October when 2026, when World Series 2026 is. We're doing at the minute, in the month of March or the first quarter of 2026. Marakar, in my eyes, is rank 1. To say beating him twice with decent scores doesn't mean anything. It's ridiculous. Yeah. Okay, up in the top right, we have the GLA Tox with the green. This is Tumstep. And down in the bottom left with the Cyan GLA Demolition. This is a wee Marakar. Are we going to see 47 barracks again? And is this map... it's not balanced. It's not balanced. I'll tell you why. Here, in this spot, you can do that supply there and a barracks either side easily box it. But here, where you see spawns that close, it's much harder to do the supply there and a proper box. The supply crates are in different positions as well. So it's not perfectly symmetrical, and I'd say not perfectly balanced. Because if that supply, you rotate it round on a pivot, it becomes insanely close to CC. And it might still be possible, but it just feels more claustrophobic. Rather than there, your CC's there. You've got more room to do a box there, I feel. It's only slight, but it is a change. But you could also argue here, the GLA CC, your worker spawns there. You can get like an instantaneous supply. Mama says, yeah, it's not me. You should be able to kill it. It's a bug. Okay. A bug in 0 Hour or a bug on this map? I'm interested to know now. Here comes the technical from Marakar. That's a nice little bit of driving there, if I say so. Nice hit on the supply. Nice clean run overall, that TNT. The crazy Romanian in the chat says he's number one. Until we've decided, crazy Romanian is number one. Well, you have to say advantage Marakar. That's a bug we need fixing. You know, when that random line goes across the map. Is it when there's something in the tunnel? It's a distracting thing, that. Don't know if it only happens when you're observing or if it happens in-game as well. Yeah, Marakar doing pretty well so far. Successful TNT, successful harass here. Marakar's now on a 4th supply. Tumstep gaining a little bit more ground here. He's focused really just on this bottom right area. Kind of hasn't sent a lot up to the top right, but that worker would have been easily deniable if it had sent a technical early on to stop that. A tunnel is established now. Nice engagement there by Marakar. He's probably going to get himself a super tech, which is very, very important. And Tumstep is going to be denied this area. Or this supply. It was just quite important, actually. If Tumstep had got that tunnel up and got that supply, yeah, very, very, very important. Palace already been started. Second arms dealer started. 2 arms dealers already in place for Marakar. Oh. Flushes out the building, but is not able to get himself inside. Pido says we have the same problem on Blue Hole. I think the CC in the bottom left is interfering with the supplies boxing. Yeah. I think it can be resolved by the movement of these crates just a little bit. That's the easy fix. Moving that CC when you've already got the little road thing for where it spawns, it's not that great. But moving them supplies and getting them in the right position, because they're not symmetrical the way the supplies are placed either, which does vary a little bit. And getting a perfect box quite early on as the GLA is can be kind of game changing. If the technical runs through all your workers and kills them all, it can be kind of game changing. So I kind of like Marakar's 450 barracks in that last game, the way he was protecting all the workers, even though that box wasn't kind of watertight when he did that one. TNT there from Marakar. Does fail to hit the target. Marakar does have this one. Is it just me, or is the demo winning both times? Nice suicidal tech there from Marakar. Marakar's got both of the oils in the middle, which he kind of did in the last game up until a certain point. He's also getting that refinery like he did in the last game, expanding nice and quickly here. Scudstorm going up very, very quickly at 5 minutes and 50. Probably started it around 5:40. I think the demo is ahead again. It's going to be a bit weird here if the demo wins twice. Not supposed to happen. Demo, of course, is very strong. Most people, I'm sure, would probably prefer to play the Tox. Yeah, similar to last game, Scorpion's going to take out the wheels here in the middle. Super Tech is back in action. Is it going to go down, though? No. Stays alive. Marakar expanding to even an extra supply. Multiple demo traps going down. Yeah, the strong RPGs of the Tox plus the Tox tunnels is some of the major strengths. So the difference about this corner is you've got the refinery and this mountain kind of thing. Tumstep with the Gamma Busters now, clearing some tunnels. It's building a bunch more markets. Nice denial there of the TNT. Marakar does love an angry mob. Yeah, Angry Mob's proving very, very effective, stopping the Gamma Burst on his tracks there. If he can get a Jarman Kell, though, he can take out the enemy Jarman and then slowly pick off the angry mobs of Marakar 2. Marakar building a spare palace up here at the top. Might be a bit soon for an extra palace. Safwankways in the chat says people not using the Marauder as stocks is a relatively big mistake. A relatively big mistake. Okay. Have you got experience of using Marauder tank as Tox against a player the caliber of Marakar? Send us your replay. Let us know how that went. Because Marauder costing a general's promotion, taking quite a long time to build, being not really as good as Scorpion hit and run tactics. Marauder is generally not very good. So if you've got some wins making Marauders against this caliber of players, I will be highly, highly surprised. Might be even impossible. Tumstep still defending this oil for now. More busters getting caught. Oh, that one's almost dead. Marakar's ahead in Scud Storms now. These ones are a bit bunched together, aren't they? There's a Jean Michel here from Marakar as well. Some busters are getting picked off slowly. Jean Michael's still around here somewhere, being very, very annoying. Was that a rebel ambush or was that the Jean Michael that was going to get found anyway? I'm not sure. Yeah, I feel like you need a Jean Michael out to stop these angry mobs. Because so far the busters are just struggling to get in anywhere because there's just so many angry mobs all over the place. Little sneaky black market down there with little two giant cows. Okay, Jean Michael's finally made an appearance now. Needs to be careful not to get counter-sniped though. By the enemy Jean Michael. He is getting revealed. He's hiding behind a stinger for now. 3 Scud Storms against just the 1 so far. Tumstep doesn't have that much map control though. I don't know where else he can drop some Scud Storms. Maybe cancel that, drop it there maybe. Both players are spending their cash pretty much though. Yeah, the terrain's got quite a lot of bumps and stuff there. Loads of Scud Storms now for Marakar. Plenty of buggies here from Marakar as well. He's ahead in XP. He's level 3. Tumstep needs maybe like 1 or 2 more kills to be level 3. Scud Storm now ready for Marakar. He has launched it.
A warrior has fallen.
Somewhere around here. I think he's fired it more or less directly on that. Maybe just slightly to the left. Yeah, Tumstep clearly losing this one. Marakar's demo is looking formidable. Looks like there's a massive army there, but it's actually just workers that have finished collecting all the stuff on the map. CC now being built. Marakar is trying to send a suicidal buggy there to detonate and finish that Scud. Yeah, I don't think it's entirely the same game. I think the demo is winning more convincingly here than in the previous game. In the previous game, it was looking dangerous for the demo pretty much all the way through, with Marakar pushing multiple times with gamma busters and stuff. This time, though, it just looks like the demo is getting an absolute beating with limited map control. The Scuds have dwarfed the number of Scuds that the Tox has already. It's looking like GG. Yeah, GG. Not even a Scud was fired there from the Tox.
You have been defeated.
Yeah, from the very offset, Marakar's TNT was absolutely perfect. 4-3 goes the score. Okay, we've got another one called Gold Rush. I think this one's a bit of a controversial one. This is one of them that could be a 2v2 map. I think I might not pick that. I'm going to pick Heckler's Frontier instead.
You have been defeated.
Bit of a recurring theme, isn't it? A volcano or a giant mountain or something that prevents you from attacking here in the middle. Okay, they don't want to play that one. Laser v tank. There was one veto here, and then it'll just go. And oh my god, a Tox mirror. That's ridiculous.
You have been defeated. Yeah, use his veto so we don't see tank the laser, which probably would have preferred over another Gillet mirror, but there you go. Up at the top right, we have the green Gillet Tox for the player that is Tumstep. And down in the bottom left, we have the cyan Gillet Tox. This is OE Marakar. So this one is Heckler's Frontier, if I'm not mistaken. Supply, supply, supply. So you can do 3 supplies here. And it is going to be a load of barracks here for Marakar. Might not leave too much room for workers there, but we shall see.
So Tumstep changing it up here. Instead of going for the 3 supplies, he is going for plenty of oil. So we're going to have an oil cap there, there, and there. With just 2 supplies. I've seen him do pretty well with this kind of build before. Laser V tank got vetoed because Marakar doesn't like no eco, which is 2 full Vs and an ambulance. He doesn't like these all-in matchups, and even though the map might not have favored that particular build order, yeah, Marakar didn't want to risk that happening. So here with the GLA mirror. Yeah, we've got multiple oils. Oh, that one's getting denied at least. So Vet 2 technical. Oh, what the? Okay, nice TNC there from Marakar. More decent technical driving. Marakar does need more workers there. Oh, very important pick off there. He lost the technical for it. He does kill another rebel, but that oil already did get captured. Yeah, Marakar doing a very good job at harassing the oil cap so far. Marakar already collected on the 4th supply up in the top left. Tumstep now comes in with a technical. It's got past the barracks. It's a tech RPG as well. A little bit annoying there for Marakar to deal with. Nice dual cap. Gets himself a Vet 2. He's left an RPG in there, being annoying. More technicals here for Marakar. He's going to pick off the rebels. So some run over here. Some workers. Tech RPG. Yeah, it's very, very nice control and nice idea here from Tumstep. He's killed loads and loads of workers. Killed another technical. And we've got some more aggression here from Tumstep. Plus over here as well, though. Marakar's got a Vet 3 there. Oh, there's a TNT again. But I think Tumstep's going to win it. Okay, Tumstep has got some very, very nice technical engagements. Despite all these oil denies. Some very, very nice ones. I think this supply is like wide open. You just pop something from here. You can easily kill this area. You can even creep forward and build the tunnel, pressure this area a little bit more. I'd say Marakar is in trouble a little bit here. Is he going to be able to hold? That barracks is going to explode, I think. Oh, no. Has it been upgraded? Yeah, it's been upgraded, isn't it? It's been upgraded. Yeah, the tunnel is being built a little bit further forward. Yeah, Marakar's in trouble because this tech RPG blob is proving to be a little bit too strong, even for, like, Scorpions at the minute. That supply is going to get killed. It's going to give these units more veterancy. That worker is going to get denied, but that supply is already killed. Tumstep's now on 1, 2 oils. Poised to get a 3rd. Marakar clears this for now. There's a couple more workers on the way, but the Scorpions have already rocked up. So those workers are going to be killed. Another oil cap coming in here for Tumstep. Yeah, Tumstep playing very, very nice so far. Extra supply going up for Marakar in the bottom right. Big wave of Scorpions now coming in from Tumstep. His cash is double the income of Marakar. Marakar is falling behind here significantly and got a big Scorpion problem at his front door. He's building a palace faster, whereas Tumstep is doubling down on the aggression, dropping down even a third arms dealer. Yeah, it would be nice if we could see if it's fake or not. I should have realized from the amount of damage it was taking and the fact that it was surviving. But you're right, it would be nice. Tumstep doesn't suck in GLA mirrors. He's very, very good in my opinion. Tumstep also building a palace. His is actually more advanced than Marakar's palace. Would like to see that captured. It is being captured now. Maybe a little bit late. But Marakar doesn't have these, I suppose. GG already from Marakar. Wow, okay. I think the main thing that won Tumstep that was the technical engagements. Tumstep often bringing RPGs with his technicals and then winning the technical engagements that way. Very, very nice. People could probably take tips from that. You've got to have a high APM, though, because there's many places you need to be controlling and looking at there. 3-4 is the score. It will be a Tox mirror again. Will Tumstep be able to do the same again? Or is Marakar now going to come at this with a different approach? Okay, up in the top right this time. This is the GLA Tox for the player OOE Marakar. And then down in the bottom left, you have the green GLA Tox for the player that is a Tumstep. Ooh, Marakar. Bit of hesitation there. Decided to cancel and change his build. It's actually Tumstep, the one going for 3 supplies this time. Not sure if that's a watertight box. We'll find out. I think it is, actually. Only just, but I think it is. This one is going to be left half open. Marakar's the one deciding to go for the oils this time with 2 strategically placed tunnels. He'll want to get the rebel in this kind of position so he's protected by the tunnel, so he can capture that without being harassed by enemy technicals. Sari in the chat says, what are the worst armies they suck at? Like the hardest or least favorite? If you're talking about these players specifically, I don't think they have an army that they specifically suck at. I'm talking about 2 of the best players in the entire game. So you'd probably just say the ones that lose the most with would be the weakest in the game, which are the Chinas and the super weapons. Perhaps they've got some weaknesses. I don't know. Some unique ones like air mirrors. I don't know how confident Tumstep is in that against Marakar, for example. That's an important win there for Marakar. He is going to get the scrap as well. Tumstep has the opportunity here to deny an oil. That is very, very important. Sending his technical straight to it. Oh, no, he's not going to deny the oil. He's going to deny the refinery. Yeah, Marakar taking tips here from Tumstep, bringing loads of RPGs inside of his technical now. Very nice. Second arms dealer already up.
Second arms dealer going up for Tumstep. Is that just an empty technical? Yeah, sent to his death, really. Marakar's still not on this supply, but he does have 1 oil, 2 oils, 3 oils. About 2.5 oils, I think, equals about 1 supply. Roughly. Tumstep is on that supply, though, so he is on 4. Tumstep doesn't have a presence down in the bottom right, though. But he, yeah, obviously has a presence there, and he's creeping forward of these tunnels here. Marakar said super weapon is his favorite army. Okay. Yeah, I don't think they particularly have weak armies. I mean, probably you could look at their stats like, okay, does one of them lose China mirrors or nuke mirrors or something like that? Yeah, maybe nuke mirror for Marakar is one of his weak points. Last time I spoke to Marakar, I think he did admit, he said nuke mirror maybe isn't his strongest. Might be right at that. Wow. All them RPGs certainly turn blue, yeah. Marakar is winning this one, I'd say. Like, kicking Tumstep off this now. Meanwhile, has expanded here. He's getting this. He's got that. He's got that. Trying to think what this looks like here in the middle. Not quite sure. A matchup between Tox and Inf. Who's in favor? The Tox is in favor. Because if you think about it, you make one outpost and send it towards the Tox tunnel. The Tox tunnel is the perfect counter for it. It's not to say the infantry can't win. You do see the infantry win, but the Tox is stronger. That's what you'd prefer. Even one technical loaded with some RPGs and a rebel. It can kill trucks, it can kill dozers, it can kill infantry with the Tox Rebel, and it can pop open outposts and just kill it. TNTs are very, very strong. And if it goes late game and you get Rebel Ambush and Anthrax Bomb, Sneak Attack, all that stuff, then it's pretty much over for the infantry. But again, it's not to say it's a 99% victory for Tox. That's certainly not the case, but Tox v Inf definitely favors the Tox. As the Tox, you can do a TNT on the War Factory early on and then Tech RPG hunt both dozers, for example. Yeah, Marakar playing much better. It seems like when Marakar loses one, he comes back very, very hard in the re. And that's exactly what he's doing here. GG already from Tumstep. GG from Marakar. 5-3 is the score. Okay, what do we have next? We've got Retro Rector. Let's try a bit of that, maybe. We also have Toxic Lake. Toxic Lake could be a good next one. If it goes that far, looks pretty decent.
You have been defeated.
Super weapon versus some kind of jelly. Super weapon v Tox. Okay, both players are ready. Let's go. What's my favorite army? Probably Air Force, because it's got the highest percentage win rate. You've got so many options as the air. Either going Vs, Comanches, King Raptors. Firebase is one of the best defenses in the game. You've got the point defense lasers, cheaper Schnooks, combat Schnooks. So many things going for the Air Force. Down in the bottom left, we've got Gile Tox for the Cyan player. This is... Oh, are we... Marakar. Up in the top right, we have the Super Weapon General in the green. This is Tumstep. Interesting box there from Tumstep. Now, there's multiple houses to get yourself inside of here. You've got 1, 2, 3. Now, you could get missile defenders ASAP and get inside of all these buildings. However, the problem with that is Gile Tox can make a rebel inside of a technical with a couple of RPGs, send it straight at the house, and then get yourself suddenly right inside it. So it's kind of difficult here for the super weapon. Nicely handled by Tumstep so far. Does get himself inside this little house, but the first technical is now coming in. Is that Dozer in danger? Is that V in danger? Oh, he does get himself a V. This tunnel is going to go up. This V is dicing with death maybe a little bit there. Rebel does get picked off. Extra tunnel here. More technicals heading out across the map. It is just 2 supplies here for Marakar. Tumstep holds so far. Yeah, the problem for Tox is if the super weapon builds like a critical mass of Vs loaded with missile defenders. So, for example, like 3 or 4 loaded Vs with an ambulance heads out across the map. Let's say you push that position, for example, clear that tunnel, and then you make your way over to the arms dealer. That's where the Tox is going to have a problem. Ooh. Okay, it's damaged the bunker, those explosive barrels, but a V still went down. There's quite a lot of RPGs inside of there. The Marakar. He's bringing technicals. He's expanding to an extra supply. There is an extra supply there if the Tox wants to go for another supply again. Yeah, maybe here we go from Tumstep. He wants to push out across the map. A couple of technicals coming in from the side, though. That V is already running pretty low on HP. Many RPGs there. I don't know if you want to take that fight. Tumstep still does insist on wanting to take that fight. Front tunnel does go down. There's a bunch of technicals here, but it's going to have RPGs in it, I'm sure. Marakar loses one of the technicals. Going to head into the base. Marakar might try to trap these between like a tunnel and then come in from the back with the technicals. I think Tumstep knows it, though. Tumstep decides to stand and fight against the RPGs. He does lose 2 Vs, but the 2 loaded technicals have gone down. More tunnels now being dropped down in the base of Marakar. This is the main chance of Tumstep to make something happen with these Vs. Quite a lot of RPGs, though. Really is. And there's double arms dealer also from Marakar too. The ambulance is very, very low, but the tunnel does go down regardless. RPGs are back in action. Tumstep trying to take out what RPGs he can without losing any Vs, but this V here is going insanely close. Oh, he keeps it alive. I don't even know how. He does keep it alive. Technical is on the way. Doesn't get it. Tumstep doing phenomenal with this attack so far. Just needs to heal these Vs now. Marakar needs to drop down maybe more tunnels, get more RPGs, and make even more technicals to try and hold this. There's so many tunnels here. Another V is on the way. Tumstep is methodically pushing forward. Marakar building a palace down in the bottom right of the map. Ambulance did get picked off. This supply will get picked off. Yeah, without an ambulance, any damage done to these now is not going to be healed for a very long time until an ambulance comes across the map, which it could do. Marakar goes to the crush on some of these missile defenders. Nice micro so far from Tumstep. Some of these Vs are getting veterans here. Another wave of Vs with an ambo is on the way. Palace is almost complete, though, down in the bottom right. Oh. I think Marakar might be trying to go for the oils. He actually does have that one. Thing is, there's so many tunnels to get through. Just one tunnel after the next. But when these are getting veterancy, they're a lot harder to take out. Is Marakar preparing a battle bus? I think he is, you know, the way he's got those RPGs ready. I know he's kind of fighting the Vs, but I actually think he's trying to make a battle bus now that Palace is out. Tumstep making some good progress. Technicals go after this V. Does get 1 V. Gets a Vet 2 technical there. The V micro might be falling apart a little bit. First buggy is now out. Got to feel sorry for these Vs that made such good progress so far. But it's just tunnel after tunnel, more RPGs. Here is the battle bus. Tumstep does have access to the arms dealer now, though. Needs to stay away from that Tox tunnel. Is he going to go behind it? Looks like it, yeah. The armor bus. The battle bus is on the way. Yeah, Spectre and A10 level 1. CC is in play. Okay, battle bus does go down. Feel like a Jean Mankel is needed about now. Ambulance can't heal itself unless it has a battle drone on it. That's some nice crushes. Buggies are still alive, though, and this V is running for his life behind the arms dealer. Another one is already in play, though, in the top left. Yeah, Tumstep's mined out there now, so he's kind of all in. He needs to basically win the game with this. I think he lost the Vet 3 there because he got sniped and then went back inside of it. It's looking kind of problematic for Tumstep. Tumstep called in the Spectre gunship. Let's see what position that's going to be in. It's going to be on the right, bottom right. Is he going for the Palace? Is he going to try and A10 the Palace at the same time as the Spectre? I think he is. So double A10 is coming now. So he does, yeah, he gets the Palace and the oil. That's actually very nice as far as A10s and Spectres go, to get both of them key things. Problem is, though, his economy is running dry. So whilst Marakar is taking an absolute ton of damage, if your economy is just like, what, 4 times bigger, then, yeah, overall, I'm not sure. Yeah, Search and Destroy is in play. Buggy's heading back there. And the Buggy's going to pop from here and try and pick off this ambo, surely. Airfield is on the way, though. Alpha Auroras could be next. Nice laser look. Tumstep continues to make ground. I just think his economy throughout this hasn't been that strong. Maybe if he got that oil and refinery could help things, but I just feel like he's too all in. The economy's just not with him. Just loses like a couple of V's and the whole game's over. I suppose he is collecting from there, actually. Maybe an extra supply there and some EMPs wouldn't be such a bad idea. Yeah, Marakar now on cash bounty. He's building a CC. He's got quads. GG from Marakar. Sorry, from both players, actually.
You have been defeated.
Am I doing a set versus Boyka after this? Nah. I've got stuff to do after this. I need to go. Tomorrow is a possibility, though. Okay, 6-3 is the score. Tumstep will now get the choice. Oh, well, the chance to play it as the Tox. Okay, so up at the top right, we have the super weapon in the Cyan Killer. This is OE Marakar. Down in the bottom left of the GLA Tox and the green, this is Tumstep. So slight variation here from Marakar. He's going for double barracks, indicating he wants to go for some oil captures and probably some EMPs. He's only going for one supply. Tumstep with pretty much a standard build in his base. Tunnel. Tunnel directly in the middle, indicating he wants to go for some aggression straight down the middle. Tumstep making 3 TNTs. He's got all areas covered. Kills the dozer with ease. That's a very decent victory there straight away. Oh. Nice one, he says. But maybe he talks too soon. Because there's a range here, too. It's pretty funny. He had a ranger in there, too. Yeah, dozer coming in from this angle, too. He does have the capture upgrade, and that surprise is over because he dropped the Ranger too. So you should see this and deny that. It's very, very important. But I think he's going for the power kill. Yeah, just go for the power kill. But he needs to deny that. That's super, super important. You could probably say he needs to deny that too. He just drove past it with a technical. If Marakar gets 3 oils... that is majorly problematic. How has he not realized that? Or does he not care? Does he just want to... is he just trying to camp the production? He knows what Marakar's done, perhaps, and just wants to camp the barracks. If that's so... It's risky. It is risky, but it could be pretty smart. He's just letting the oils get in. And just camping the production. He knows exactly what Marakar's doing. So both barracks are going to be camped. And he's hunted the dozer. Yep. He says. Okay, that was actually pretty smart. He just left the oils and just went straight for the base. He knows what Marakar does. It's quite smart.
You have been defeated.
Risky, but quite smart. Yeah, well done. Well done there. 6-4 is the score. All right, we have another one then. Toxic Lake. It's another one of them with a circle in the middle, isn't it? And then we also have Tremble. Let's go with a Toxic Lake. Why do we say B of, best of, instead of FT? Or what's FT? Yeah, what's FT? USA v demo.
You have been defeated.
Could be winnable both ways. Could be, could be. Tumstep wants to veto it. Okay. Funny, man. That is funny.
You have been defeated.
It's pretty much the same matchup, but super weapon is weaker because the more expensive Vs. So it's more likely going to be Tumstep to get a victory here, 6-5, and then Marakar will end it 7-5. That's more likely what it is. So FT means first two. Okay. Yeah, typically you just never see it written like that. Like if I play a game of pool or something in the pub, I don't say first to 3 or first to 2. You would say, yeah, quick game, best of 3. That's just something... Thought that was pretty normal. But okay, maybe in some places to write FT for first 2 is more normal. Wow, okay, what's going on here? Dr. D. Thrax. Dr. Thrax. Okay. First time he's seeing this map. You got oil in the bottom left. Refinery with some Thraxy things going on. A supply a little bit sank there. A little bit sunken supply there too. Oil there. Yeah, it's a bit more of a like a defensive map, isn't it? Even with a tower there. I mean, you can still squeeze some aggression through even if that gets taken, but it's a bit more of a camping map. Let's say you were like super weapon. You put an EMP and put a dude in there. You put a dude in there and, I don't know, get an EMP there. You've got 90% of the map covered. I mean, he is super weapon, so we're going to see what he does. He's gone for 2 supplies. Oil. EMP far left rather than stretching forward. And then over on the right, that those are just going to be looking for something to run over. Yeah, I'm not too keen on like the random structures that you can't go inside. And I think you can't crush that either. I would probably prefer that removed because it's kind of like a bit distracting. Like you almost think you can go inside of it. Marakar does get himself inside of there. That MP is established. Okay, so you got this line of defense here, and these missile defenders, I suppose, do defend against this. I think it's quite a nice opener there for Marakar. Gets his power back online with that. Now that he's got himself 2 oils. TNT does take out the EMP. Tumstep going for a 3rd supply. Nicely done there by Tumstep. One thing he could do here is hunt Marakar, because I think Marakar's actually got quite a nice opener, despite this nice bit of aggression here. Having 2 oils and like the 2 supplies as a super weapon, as soon as he starts getting the EMPs up and pushing out with these, it's going to become very, very hard. So Tumstep has to keep on the pressure. Yeah, that technical is in trouble now. Don't think he's getting out of there alive. Put it that way. Just about how long those RPGs can stay along now and stay alive now and distract Marakar. Another bunch of technicals coming through though. You could try and trap that V. But these technicals are being a little bit wasted by Tumstep. Oh, he gets one of the dozers. There is only one more. And he has gone low power now, so that dozer might be a little bit exposed. One technical straight down there, for example, might be able to get it. One from the left-hand side over here might be able to get it as well. Tumstep got double the income at the minute of Marakar, apparently. Yeah, he's got the 2 oils himself. Palace going up, double arms dealer spam. Never technical gets hit. 1 oil denied. There's a TNT. But yeah, that strategy center looks like it is going to get up. Whoa. When you kill the oil, then okay, it makes a massive toxin puddle. Okay. Tumstep is looking to try and get a TT and probably get this dozer. Search and destroy has been initiated. That might give Tumstep a clue. But the TNTs on this side have been stopped. Yeah, clues as to where the dozer is. I mean, if the strategy center has just been set to S&D, then you've got a good idea where it's going to be. But that EMP pretty much covers the right side. He's got a load of MDs there too. So I don't think a technical is getting through that side. So now you've got hold of that, plus these group of Vs. Wonder if super weapons kind of OP here. When the alphas come out, that's going to be a very, very tough ask of Tumstep. And a particle cannon as well. Particle cannon there, for example, will be beautiful. I think he's building these markets too close together. He should be building them like very spaced out, away from the palace even. Bunch of technicals are going in. That's the last dozer. Let's see. Oh. He's going to run past the EMP. Nah, he's fucked it. Unless, no. Okay, he's going to get the strat, but probably Aurora's already queued. Okay, gets the strat. She's half decent, but there's probably a load of Auroras already queued. He has taken away the search and destroy, though, the extra range of the Vs. Yeah, Alpha and all MVs. There needs to be a way to get rid of all MVs somehow. Yeah, maybe. Oh, the secondary explosion didn't happen again. I thought that got fixed. That, I mean, the black buildings, when they get captured, the black tech buildings, the way they kind of go into like some kind of a black hole, they need fixing. If on Generals Online before the World Series. And also, yeah, the secondary explosion of the Alpha Auroras, that would need fixing as well, because these are quite big things. Secondary explosion not working. Yeah, I mean, okay, it works most of the time. I mean, I played a game where like once like 7 times in a row it didn't work. I assume Marakar's seen that. Sneaky work. Quite ambitious, I think. Urban Cry Fox wants to see team games of Excal and Kiltol on the same team. Always good banter. Yeah, I agree, actually. Let's make a set against Tumstep and Marakar, maybe. We got a sponsor for that. I think it could be some fireworks, no? Yeah, this is looking pretty tough. Hang on a second. Why is he saying boom? Oh, he's saying boom to scare him off. But he hasn't got the dozer, has he? Where the... Has he hunted the dozer? I'm just blind. Where is it? Am I blind? I'm looking. Maybe, yeah, maybe I was too busy talking about absolute nonsense and the dozers. Something's happened to it. Too busy getting excited about this Excal Kiltol set. Yeah, look at the secondary explosions, man. They're not always happening, and an Alpha actually got picked off then for it. No boom. Let's just blame the map. It's just easier. Secondary explosion happens there.
What do you think about secondary explosions of Alpha Auroras? Do you think they need affecting? Do you think super weapon can be nerfed or whatever in other ways? If Tumstep can get himself to level 3 and get the ambush and delete them Vs, there probably is a small chance. Oh. Yeah, I mean, he's getting closer. He's getting closer. What? I want to know what happened to that dozer, man. I can't believe I missed it. You know what? Actually, if he gets level 3... Let's see secondary explosion now. Okay, it does work there, does work there, does work there. Okay. If he gets level 3, he could ambush either the power, the barracks, the strat, or the alphas. Does level 1 ambush definitely finish the whole airfield, though? Yeah, I need to watch the replay and find out what happened to that dozer. It's obviously died somewhere. I'm very surprised, though. I think the secondary explosion of the Alpha not working here has impacted the game quite a bit. That arms dealer, for example, probably should be dead. Worker on a bike. I mean, you're kind of assuming your opponent's just not going to see it. Which I think is kind of... like, I just sending it straight in like that. I don't know. If he picks off 1V, though. 1V or 1 Alpha. It does have 2 supplies. Oh. Yeah, he's level 3. He's level 3. He's got level 1 and 2 ambush. Okay, so that's going to kill the alphas. Is he going to hit the alphas or is he going to shoot the Vs? Big decision. I mean, you could kill 4 alphas right now. Or do you go for the Vs because there's equally a lot of Vs? Oh! Oh! Okay. You got the power and 4 alphas. Okay. So now he just needs to hold against the Vs. So mainly buggies. But also he does need a few quads in there because there's 4 Comanches still out. He does have countermeasure and advanced training. It's obviously got a cash bounty. That supply is looking a bit screwed. It does have quite a few markets as well, like 5 markets. It's quite an interesting game. I'm assuming it's going to be the last game. I'm assuming Marakar still does this. Still looking pretty rough for Tumstep, even without the alphas in. He's losing his palace here. You'd have to hold, like, what's the cooldown for the rebel ambush? Like, yeah, he's lost the oil to boom. Marakar's saying. He would have to hold for, like, what, 3 minutes or something until he can hit more production or hit the Vs. I mean, even just the commies at this rate is looking problematic. There's only 1 stinger. I'm not sure if there's any quads out. There's 1 quad here. But the commies are getting more and more veterancy. This whole left side of the base has now been eaten. Oh, okay. Nice little stealth bike there. From the Jean-Michel. Jean-Michel can't do anything else anyway. Can Tumstep hold this? It will be a miraculous game if he's able to hold. It's not impossible. There's a lot of Vs, but there's also now a few quads. He just needs to hang back. He's getting bounty money for all of these kills. The CC's on the way, so Rebel Ambush will be back soon. Wipe out a ton of them Vs, which I think is probably the best option. Several Vs on the right side are getting picked off. Tumstep's getting pushed more and more to the right. Yeah, picking off that's big. He's at risk of getting worker hunted now. Yeah, he is. Oh, 2 commies have gone down. Nah, it's too much. It's too overwhelming here now for Tumstep. It is. It is too much. Well played here to Marakar. Very, very nice. No workers. Yeah, worker hunted. GG's. GG's. Well played. That actually turned out all right. I just wonder.
You have been defeated.
I would like to see Super Weapon played a lot more on that map. Is Super Weapon OP there? Like when you can have 2 supplies, quite safe-ish. Put down like 1 EMP, get some oils. I just wonder, is Super Weapon a bit favored there? You know, like 2 quite safe-ish oils, the big group of water in the middle, or whatever it's toxin puddle, whatever it's supposed to be. But yeah, if Marakar's favorite army is Super Weapon, then yeah, maybe it does favor him anyway. Yeah, GG, that was a very nice game. Yeah, hit like on the stream if you enjoyed the set. This was to announce the World Series 2026 getting announced, which is the link in the description. Also showed it at the start of the stream. Check that out. It's going to happen in October 2026. So yeah, it's still months and months away. But if you want to start spamming and stuff, now is probably the time to start. I would recommend playing on Generals Online and the Quick Match. So yeah, pretty epic set. 7-4. Congrats to Marakar. Thanks to Phoenix for organizing this. There will be a few other like show sets like this as well to announce the World Series. I believe Pidox is doing one of Excal against Marakar, for example, will be another one. But yeah, that was very, very nice. Marakar wants to call, as usual. Yo, Marakar.
Hello.
Hello, man. Congratulations.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
And yeah, what's this bit of animosity between you two in the set, I think? It's quite funny and quite bantery, I think.
Yeah, I think we were more bantering, to be honest, than like proper flaming. I think there's some tension between us, but I don't think it's to the point where it's like bad will on one another. I think we're just casually throwing shade at each other.
Oh, okay. Yeah, did you notice on the last game there, the secondary explosion of the alphas not always going off, is it?
Yeah, that's a bug I've seen like pretty frequently actually on Generals Online.
Yeah. Yeah, there was a
I was wondering why he said boom, but then I realized that's why he was saying boom.
Well, I think he just completed his CC. I think he was trying to scare you off, wasn't he, with the Rebel ambush?
No, I definitely knew he didn't have ambush. He if he was scaring me, I know 100% he didn't have ambush because I barely lost anything in like the beginning.
Yeah, I know he didn't have it. He only had like 900 XP, but I just think he was trying to make you more scared to push because he was in trouble, do you think? Or
I don't know. Maybe, but like I am too much of a nerd that I literally am like counting the XP in my head, like in the background, so
okay.
Like that's a new habit I'm actually trying to work on. I'm literally counting XP in my head or like ballparking XP so that way I don't have to think about promotions when I don't have to, and I have to think about them when I have to.
Yeah, I think probably a lot of experts / masters are keeping track, like, okay, have I lost enough to let him level 3? But are you saying, like, are you counting it? Like,
no, as in, like, the actual numbers, yes.
Okay, so
like
how
a V, I think, is, like, 50, if I recall. Killing a war factory is, like, the 200. He killed, what, like a strat center and, like, 2 Vs early on and an EMP? That's probably around... Strat's like 200, War Factory's 200, V's like 50, EMP I think is either 50 or 100. That's like 700 or 800.
Okay, so you are actually trying to take into account the figures. Okay, you probably are taking it to the next step then. Which is... Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll say that's maybe.
I think that's the benefit of Generals Online. It's letting people limit break the game even more, and every day I'm trying to break the game more and more. I mean, this is actually what I went into Zero competitive 4 is I tried. That was literally one of the first things I thought of, way even before I was like pro. When I was like semi, I was like, I want to see how far I can like break the game essentially, and this is the next direction, alongside bookmarks. But I haven't gotten to bookmarks yet.
Okay, I know Logic is a fan of bookmarks, I think.
Google is as well.
Okay.
He was like famous for it. But yeah, I mean, other than the set, yeah, I mean, hopefully you guys enjoyed the set. I know there's a lot going around worldwide news. I'm not gonna get too much into it, but like, hopefully everyone is safe where they are, and I think now is like a good time to have a little bit of like compassion for people from the area, because I know there's some 0R players who are like affected by what's going on.
Yeah. I think last time you said you were in a bunker or something. Were you playing for a bunker this time or not?
No. When I said I was in a bunker, I just meant I was in my house first floor.
Okay. I thought you actually meant you were in a bunker. Okay.
Nah. Bunkers are not really a thing in like most of the Middle Eastern housing, but I think when I texted at that time, I actually had my stream interrupted literally by like a blaring like alarm, like a national alarm. So I had to cut the stream short, and I basically hunkered down for the day just to be safe.
Yeah.
Thankfully, I'm safe, but yeah, like just the overall message. There are people who are dealing with that right now, and I think it's important to just make sure to be a little more compassionate in general towards one another in the community. Because I know Zero is a very bantery game, but yeah, just to keep that in mind.
Yeah, true. I mean, even like Tumstep, he's like literally moved country from Ukraine to France. Like,
yeah.
We just take things
He did
for
that.
granted.
I don't know how long he's done it since, but he did it like a couple of years ago, and
Yeah, true.
that was probably a very scary time and very similar situation as well for a lot of people at the moment. So just important to.
Yeah, it's a good point.
Like,
good point.
Yeah.
Just on the set, then, what do you think of this style of maps? I noticed it's kind of a theme now. They're kind of copying Dralim Desert with the giant body of water and stuff, or mountain in the middle. What's your thoughts on this?
To be honest, I wasn't thinking of Dralim when I was playing that map, but I mean, honestly, I think my favorites today were probably Arabia and the. I think Toxic Lake was actually quite good, to be honest. I don't think it's the worst map. I know some people don't like that it's very long, but it does make some matchups quite nice, to be honest. Like Super Weapon versus Demo, like you usually give that to the Demo pretty convincingly, I feel, a lot of the times, but there's a lot more options. And I think that's like the main theme of these maps, is like some of these maps, sure, you can still play standard, like nothing's stopping you from playing standard, but you also have the option to doing other stuff. There's one map in the set, we didn't get to it because I think either it's last or it's just not in the map pool. It's called Tremble. I think it's literally just like Vendetta with more money. And I feel like it just adds more options, which I don't think people would be complaining about. And I think that particular map will probably be like, my prediction at least is I think it's going to be like the most popular map in the current tourney that's going on, running these new maps.
Tremble, yeah?
Yeah, like if you look at it, I think it's just, the way I look at it is it's basically Vendetta, but just more money.
Yeah, I'm just going to open it now on my screen. Tremble V1. Oh, yeah, I remember this one. You and Xcar played it, didn't you? Like a stealth and a infantry, remember? That one, wasn't it?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I tried to pick new stuff that I hadn't seen today mostly. I know some of them we have seen before. What do you think about that at arm's length, the first map you played, the super close one? Do you think that could ever work, or is it totally too out there?
I mean, I think it's a like a wild card map in the same way people might see like Oil Rampage or Blue Hole as a wild card map. It's like fun, it's gimmicky, but like, would I consider it like a standardized map? No. Would I consider it like a fun map to throw in a map pool? Honestly, yeah. I mean, I won tank in both ways, and like in first glance, you might think like, oh, Inf is going to like curb stomp tank, but I don't think it's like as simple.
Yeah. And that same guy who sponsored that map has also sponsored a second map. Like, that wasn't too confrontation-y for him. He wanted it even more. So the next one's called Total Confrontation. And it literally, both CCs spawn horizontal with only enough space for mines, apparently. Yeah, so...
That one might be too much, because I don't know how Gila is going to play versus any dozers.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, China might struggle to run over some of them, but as soon as you get a US, you might just have one dozer permanently running over. It might just stop GLA. I don't know.
That's kind of what I was worried about, to be honest, with this map.
Yeah.
But thankfully, there was no US GLA.
Okay. Yeah, in the future, then, we'll probably have a set just purely on those two maps just to see how it goes. Because I know we did one tank inf and it was over pretty quick, but like, I don't know, how does a US GLA play out, for example? It might go much longer. We don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I do like it. I do like the idea. I've always been interested in like another map idea I always was interested in is if you're familiar with like Nomad from Age of Empires, like the game mode, where you basically don't have a like the command center equivalent in Age initially, which is like the town center, but you just have a bunch of builders, and you basically have to like scramble around the map and find an area to build up through.
Right, okay.
I don't know how that would work I don't know how that would work in 0 Hour, but that's like an idea I also had randomly.
Okay. Okay, cool. All right, I'm gonna head off. Congratulations on the set. Thanks for playing, and I'll speak to you soon.
Yeah, take care, Dummy.
Okay.
Have a good one.
Cheers, Marakar. Bye-bye. Okay, guys. GG's. Thanks for Phoenix to organize this one. Congrats to Marakar. Congrats to Tumstep for an epic set. It was very, very good. And in the future, yeah, we'll see some more of these new maps. Thanks for joining. I'm going to end it there, and I'll see you very soon.